Hey, welcome back to Shock and Shock. I'm your host, Churchill Gillis, and today is day 22 of the 31 Days of Horror. Today is Livescream 2018 by director Michelle Iannantuono. I apologize if I'm mispronouncing that. I'm bad with names. But this is a little gem. I'm super excited to talk about this one. So the film follows this young man, or I guess just man, Scott, as he streams on a service that is like Twitch. He's streaming some horror games for his small community, and as he keeps going on, he realizes that when he dies in the game, one of his audience dies. And after Scott was, no one has ever streamed this game or played it, he just finds it. He's locked in by the game because if he leaves, he will die. So he's forced to play the game and try and save as many people as possible. Now, this is a simple concept, and it is a one-man show. The character of Scott's played by Gunnar Willis, who does a spectacular job in this. But what sets this apart is this is a film made for the community that is represented in the film, and it is 100% accurate to what the community feels like, what a streamers, do, all of that jazz. It is super, it looks like you're watching a Twitch stream, which I found really engaging personally. I think some people are not going to enjoy this as much as I did because, you have to be sort of someone who enjoys this a lot. It feels like a Twitch stream or a YouTube stream of like a Let's Player like Markiplier or PewDiePie from back when I was a kid 10 plus years ago. More than 10 years ago. I was probably 13. So 13 to 14 years ago. I'm sure they're still like that as well. And I do watch the occasional Twitch stream, so I can say this is pretty accurate. With like the full-on chat, he's in the corner of the screen talking to chat while also trying to do this game and trying to get chat to interact with him to do this. We also get a troll that like goes into this stream, doesn't realize what's happening, and is just going after Scott, and Scott just begins getting grinded on. As this goes on, Scott becomes more and more desperate, and is it feels very realistic, like a guy that's like thrust into the situation where he's forced to save people, and he's just some guy streaming a game. Other thing in this, the games are modeled very clearly off of real games, so if you play, some of the more popular horror games like Amnesia or Slender, you will certainly recognize the influences on this. And I think the games that are presented here, while I'm assuming are just made for the movie, look very real, like games that you'd actually find on Steam, that you would go there and, play, and it has very similar mechanics and stuff we see, and so you kind of get that engagement, you get like the community that surrounds this, and the chat like between the moderator and the people watching the stream is kind of funny at times, or it's sad. And it's like later in the film when Scott is talking to his moderator and they begin getting to know each other, it like shows that like you can be like these moderators and people like work with Twitch streamers and they have never seen them face to face, they don't know their real name, and yet they've been doing this for like years, stuff like that. Just really enjoyed it. I thought the film was really engaging, and for a one-man show, Gunnar does a stellar job as Scott. Super likable. I think he's super well written. I think the dialogue is very natural. It feels like you're watching somebody stream that just gets kind of brought into this. And it's not corny. It's a super fun little like horror movie here. I really enjoyed it a lot. I gave it a 4. I think it's really well done. I don't think it's going to work for some people because this is definitely a film like made for the people in the community that it's talking about. If you're not part of that, your mileage may vary a bit. I also think it gets a tad melodramatic towards the end, but not in a way that took me out or anything. I really just enjoyed this a lot. I know there's a sequel as well called Live Screamers. We'll probably check that out. Maybe not for the 31 Days of Horror. So I was trying not to do like sequels to things. I can do the same director, but sequels are kind of don't want to do that. But yeah, I highly recommend checking this out. Even if you're not a fan of this, you still might find some enjoyment because I think the lead character is really likable, And as a found footage movie, or pseudo found footage, I think it works really well. This does for Twitch what hosted for Skype. Um, I think these would make a good double feature actually as well. So this is a good little, not super scary, but good little spooky seasonal movie here to watch. And it's on Tubi. It's just over an hour as well. It's like 65 minutes. So yeah, give it a go. Highly recommended. I was really taken aback. I watched this because I had a little bit of time and wanted to just turn on something I could turn my brain off to, and I ended up being really engaged. So I really enjoyed this a lot. So yeah, give it a go. That's it for today. As always, zero thoughts, zero editing, zero brain cells, and zero plating. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe if you have not, and keep your notifications on. Thanks for watching, guys. See you later.